Somewhere tonight on Big D double L, you're watching the sun going down, and there's a chill coming on and the fire's burning well as you look out across hallowed ground. There's a coyote dancing along Mackie Draw, there's a golden hawk perched on the wire, and there's a bedroll waiting for your head to fall as you stare deep into the campfire. And I've been camped where you are, and I've wished upon the same star, and I would give every last penny I'll spend if I could be 20 and cowboy again. On an old Texan saddle with no bucking rolls and a hand-me-down shank snaffle bit, and a rawhide riata that's too long to hold, and a pair of old chinks that don't fit. It's 17 miles from the highway across to the head of the summertime range, and there's no one but you and the crew and the boss, and there's nowhere to hide if it rains.
Alright, we're going to make up some blacktail jerky. I don't use a specific recipe, I kind of wing it, but I'll go through and kind of show about what I do. This is soy sauce, it's a big part of it. I dump a bunch of soy sauce in there. Then I use Worcestershire sauce. It's real precise, as you can tell. Then I'll add another filler liquid. You can use apple juice, soda pop, whiskey works, whatever. I think soda pop kind of breaks the meat down a little bit, makes it a little bit more tender, but I'm not sure. And I mix in a little bit of onion powder. Not that much. Got some garlic salt. Not that much. Then we'll get some black pepper. And I stir it all up with my finger. That's got a pretty good flavor to it. I think I'm going to go ahead and add some brown sugar real quick. How much brown sugar? Not going to use a whole lot. Apparently there's a big brick of brown sugar.
It got cold back there.
Just adds a little bit of sweetness to it. Mix it up good. I think that'll be about right. Then we'll add in our strips, which we'll let soak overnight. I kind of like giving them a 2-day soak. If you can't, just make sure to stir them, because otherwise you'll get some that are real heavy with flavor and some that aren't. And go ahead and set that in the fridge and then get it in the smoker. Well, the jerky's been in there for, I don't know, 12, 14 hours. Longer's better, but I like jerky, so we're going to go ahead and make it. And we got it starting to put it out on the racks. And I like to sprinkle some brown sugar on it before I smoke it. It adds a kind of a glaze to it. It's really good. Alright, we're finishing up the sprinkling of the brown sugar here. You can also go through and add a little bit of pepper, which I like to sprinkle on a little added pepper, but there's already pepper in it. But Mary gets mad when I do that because she don't like it hot. But
Sorry.
if you notice, this one's got a little bit of pepper, so that's cool. But if you take a look, that brown sugar is already soaked in on all this others. So it you really can't add too much. It just makes a nice glaze on there. And we'll go ahead and get it outside and get the smoker going. All right, we're going to put her in the smoker. It's if you notice, it's sitting outside the fence in a snowbank. And if you have male dogs and you don't like urine jerky, that's what you do. Because they're a bunch of jerks. They'll come out there and mess with it. And when they figure out they can't get the jerky, they're going to take a whiz on it. And then I get mad and the whole 9 yards. But I just use a big cheap smoker here. It's what I've used for years. There's a lot better smokers out there. There's a lot worse smokers out there, but this one works. Ideally, I would have a insulation blanket on it right now because it is cold out here. It's just going to take longer, but we'll get it going. I believe I've got alder chips in there right now, and I'll probably come add some chips to it in about 2 hours, and then we'll nurse it through the day.
Nothing goes to waste here, so I've got scraps, and my birds love, love, love this.
During moose season, she put them in the back of my black pickup.
They were hungry.
So I had white streaks all over the back of my black pickup.
They were hungry. I don't know, that might be.
It doesn't survive long. How the hell do you open it? Childproof. We're gonna go ahead and put some in jars. There's not a whole lot to can, but it's gonna be one batch. So we'll go through a little bit on what we do. This isn't advice on how you should do it. This is just what we do and how we like it. We really like to put peppers in with our canned venison. It's one of our favorites. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some of these cut up real quick. We always like to add a little bit of onion too. Put in there, just add some flavor. I hate cutting them up, but just adds more flavor to the meat. Makes it good right out of the jar, in my opinion. We've got way too much here. We'll have extra, but we'll make up some more. This is just for a few jars. We've also got some sweet peppers that were frozen in the refrigerator and some jalapenos that are from Mary's garden that she grows here in the window. So what I'll do here is I'll grab my meat, stuff it in there. And you want it stuffed in tight. You don't add any water, anything like that. You just stuff it in there, and I like to get it about that level. Because I read somewhere you don't want air pockets, but I'm not sure. I don't claim to know what I'm doing. I just know this stuff tastes really good, so that's good enough for me. Then grab just a handful of peppers, onions. There's not enough headspace in there.
That one's too full.
I think we're gonna need another jar. But now we got it situated to take a little more headspace. Throw some jalapenos in. Jalapenos in each jar. They're not gonna make the meat hot. It just adds flavor. It's kind of odd. You'd think it'd make it hot, but it doesn't. And we'll add some onions. much in there and there. And then we'll go back for more of these peppers.
Do you want some salt or no?
Well, we can add salt. Honestly, we never do.
Okay.
Some people say you can add a teaspoon of salt or canning salt or anything like that. We just don't. I don't really think it needs it. You want to make sure that your lids are clean, wiped on. We've got new lids here. We do 13 pounds and I think 90 minutes, but it varies from region to region and your elevation, and so do your own homework on that. Figure out what you want to do there. I'm just showing you what we do. They're all ready to go into the canner. Great way to preserve meat. We're going to go ahead and get these put in the canner, or get them canned up, whatever you call it. Well, it's been 90 minutes. You can tell that the pressure's gone when this little safety valve thing pops down and it says 0 pressure. But this is also, everybody worries about the pressure in it. This is a safety valve that basically blows off when there's 15 pounds in there, something, I'm not sure. But now we know there's no pressure at all in here. There's some heat in there though. Damn.
Dreamy.
These will have to set out and cool for quite a while. But when they cool down, tops pop in, and then you know they're canned.
We got 6?
7.
They're all mine, right?
Oh, I might get a bite out of 1 or 2 of them if I'm lucky. Mary eats everything out of there.
I like it.
But that, and then here's the jerky we pulled out of the smoker the other day. Mary's been eating my jerky too.
I like it.
Not a bad little haul for extras.
Okay, so we got our finished products. I prefer to eat it out of the jar, but I think it's good. But Jason likes it fried, so we're gonna fry some up and make it into a burrito.
You know we're bored if we're making a damn cooking show.
Is that enough or you want more?
A little bit more. That'll probably be good. A little taco seasoning. that enough?
A little more.
Yeah. Add a little bit of taco seasoning. A little bit of bear spray to add to her.
Because I'm not eating this. That's
Because
too
Mary's
hot.
not eating it.
That's too hot for me. I'm a baby.
It's going to be too hot for me. It's going to taste good. It's just going to cause problems. But it's already cooked. So all you're really doing is warming it up and browning it. Because it's already, I mean, you saw Mary eating down the jar. It's ready to rock. This ain't for you, Harley.
Harlicle.
So,
Do you want some more peppers in it too?
sure. We're just browning it up, throwing little peppers in there. And get her warm. Alright, got some cheese on there, some salsa, onions. You always got to have a little bit of extra for the dogs.
Settle down.
Good to go. Mary said it was a little bland. She wanted salt in it. Earlier in the video I said I didn't want salt. So I got my butt chewed for it.
But am I right?
Kinda. I think it's pretty good. You had enough taco seasoning crap like that, it's good. But salt might not have been a bad idea. Seems a little less important on moose though.
True.
So
So
But-
we're learning.
it's still good. Play around with it, see what you like. I mean, try different jars, different stuff, different peppers, different seasonings. I mean, pretty much anything goes and nothing's wrong.
Jason eats anything.